Hello! Welcome! Hope the night finds everyone well, and I hope you've all had a great week. Rumble, not starting again. Why are you not starting? Rumble should be started. And Passes and Picardo are once again being left out because the multi-streaming site just doesn't want to connect for whatever reason. I will continue to see if I can get it fixed in maybe next time. Again, I multi-stream for a reason! Haha. There we go. Yep, yay, multi-streaming. If one thing doesn't work, the others might. So, I hope tonight finds everyone well. Hope you've enjoyed your week. Wings! I'm trying to think if I have any... Well, I guess I have an announcement to get us started. I do not have anything resembling a schedule, but I am thinking I might actually do some show and movie reactions. They will not be on the main streams. They will be in the Discord, because Banhammer nukes. And we'll be able to watch along, and I will see about, during my limited time, getting some stuff edited up for upload then as reaction content. So, yeah, that's just something I'm thinking about. There's a couple things I thought I really want to watch these. But I also thought, but it'd be really fun to actually do them as a reaction, sort of like we've been doing with some of the YouTube videos. So, it's something to do. We'll see how that goes. Now, as you can see from the title, we're doing Stardew Valley and something else. But I'm kind of torn on what that something else is. There's several games that I all want to play on stream, and so they're kind of fighting for the fourth position. Because we're definitely continuing My Friendly Neighborhood. Title says My Friendly... Casual Friday, Stardew, and Redacted. It should say Stardew Valley and Redacted. On DLive? Stardew Valley, Casual Friday, Stardew, and Redact on Twitch. Twitch! Twitch! Why do you never work? I changed you! It does! Twitch! What is wrong with you? Alright, let us just fix that. Oh my gosh, stop that. No, bad Twitch. Bad Twitch. Alright, changed. Bad Twitch. I continue to feel less and less bad about just kind of ignoring Twitch's importance as a platform. Obviously, to those of you who watch on Twitch, we love you. But come on, Amazon, fix your site. Anyways. So, let's see. For tonight, yes. We may play My Friendly Neighborhood. I've also considered Dredge, a nice casual fishing game. You know, since we already fish on Stardew Valley anyways. but I have also been sorely tempted for quite some time to grab and play Tribal Hunter. Up to as many as up to can to help. Up to crosses wires by mistake too. Well, I appreciate you monitoring. It is a big help. But it's like, Twitch and DLive are the ones that do not like to change and do not like to update. More than any of the others. So, since you're on DLive, just assume it's DLive doing its thing again. But no, it's Twitch doing its thing again. Anyways. So, yeah. No worries. So yeah, I am up to hearing what you guys think. My Friendly Neighborhood, Dredge, or Tribal Hunter for what our second game is tonight, or if we do just end up Stardew Valley the whole way through. But I do want to try to do 2 games a stream in order to get some variety in. Since we're working on trying to finish certain games. So this is a way to sort of compromise, to be able to put time into finishing a game while still getting, while still not boxing us into, for the next 3 months, 4 months, whatever, we're only playing this game. Okay, 1 vote for Fishy, 1 vote for anything. Alright. Yes, how surprising, the cat likes fish. I think that's my big announcement. Let me check. Yeah, the movie thing, the movie and show react thing, and the game for later, and then on Sunday it will definitely be BioShock and My Friendly Neighborhood. I know I'm looking to do some updates. Some stuff I want to announce, some stuff I'm not. I guess one thing to announce is that I am looking to add some more emotes onto the sites that let them. Because some of them I'm already at the max, some of them I'm not. And make 4 custom spells for Trovo, where I can make 2 mana spells, which mana is the, if you watch my streams on Trovo, mana builds up, as well as your Botrix points. And you can use those to cast spells and do stuff. And then 2 elixir points, which elixir is their equivalent of bits. We've got so many different places that do that have an equivalent of bits. More places need to do that though, because that's a good idea. But yeah, you can do custom spells, and on a basic tier, which we are, you could do 4 spells, 2 mana, 2 elixir. They also just give you a subscription right out the gate, so you can do subscription emotes. Tiers 1, 2, and 3. So, need an evil laugh emote. Noted! I am also open to emote suggestions. Trovo's freeform is... Don't like that. Yep, that was appropriate. Trovo's setup is 6 free, 6 sub 1, 6 sub 2, 6 sub 3. I need to check what other sites I can do multiple emotes on, but we know that we want to at least do 6 emotes to get the sub emotes, and 4 spell icons to do the 4 free spell icons. Anyway, so that is something I am looking out for. Keep in mind, if you're an artist who Trovo is just, yeah, Trovo is a bit much to get into. That is its one big thing, is it? Because it gives you so much stuff out the gate, it's great because you get so much stuff out the gate, but it can also be a little overwhelming to get everything set up. I obviously have not finished setting up, and I've been on it for over a year now. So as usual, I am willing to chat and talk artists. I know that I already have a lot of contacts with artists. We do things like normal. Even though I'm talking about this, I still stand by my role for walk-ins. Yes, I am talking to you, Blue Kitty. Talking to a couple other artists who I know who like to lurk, but yes, Blue Kitty, you are one of the artists to which I'm referring. Though, you need to do your own stuff, so I don't know if you're gonna be taking my commissions at the moment. We'll see. We'll see! I have already mentioned this to another friend of mine about this, so I don't know if we'll split it or what we'll do. No, it depends on where everyone's schedule is. Anyways, so that's out. Announcement number 3. What else do I have? Do I have anything else? I don't think so. No, because the only other in-the-works stuff I can think of are not things that I want to publicly announce yet. So I guess that's it. Okay. To Stardew Valley, after I sneeze. Okay. The quote works better if you get it right the first time. Thank you! Unfortunately, the wings are gonna have to go away because they interfere with the game. I'm gonna have to work on my setup in order to see if I can change some of that so that I might have some layering ideas. So it involves going back to the one with the frame instead of the full game screen, which might not be a bad idea since, you know, then you could see the full screen. I gotta see if I can figure out what on earth kept lagging that and fix it. Wait for me to get mini wings? The only way to get mini wings that I know of is going to be to pay for them. I'd have to buy a second set of wings, which admittedly may be cheaper if an artist can just copy and modify the existing ones. But we are starting to get into model costs territory, and while I am saving for more model related stuff, it is model costs, and the law art is amazing, but has a lot of work going in front of them that I can't, you know, it's quite a waiting list for me to get anything from them. And look, they'd have to be set up to morph, because these are not built the same way the regular morphs are. That's why I have an on-off the way they do, instead of grow shrink. Look, it seems that not all, this is not all, I need to stress that, but it seems like the ones that, the good and the sensible and the sane modelers are all backed up because they're the ones that understand, because they're the ones that understand their customer base. The ones that you can go to that have any kind of free time, quote unquote, are the ones charging $3,000 because they think everyone has funding from an agency. If you're a VTuber, you must have agency level funding. And it's like, I can't pay $3,000 just to have my model modified. There's a difference between expensive and a lot of work and clearly expecting everyone to have a ridiculous amount of money and charging based on that. Especially since this is a heavily modified Vroid model. So this is still a heavily modified Vroid model, which, look, this model is amazing, and Lara does incredible work. Some people that do Vroid, like, just build it in Vroid. They don't... Lara ported this out of Vroid into, like, 3 other 3D modeling software in order to build everything. Some people just do Vroid, which is a free program that even I can use, and then say, alright, $3,000. Anyways, I'm getting way too much down the wrong line of talk right now. It's hard to get model work done anymore. Unless you're, like, planning a year or 2 out. What happened to my sound? There went my sound. Anyways, enough dawdling. I know I'm going down a bad place. Or have an up to? What you did for getting that was incredible. It still involved an extended planning phase and getting in with an artist who actually has incredibly reasonable prices. Lara does incredible work. I need to move. I need to move. Yay, rain! Lara does incredible work and does not make you pay agency funding levels of pricing. Beautiful sunny day. Good humor. Yep, lightning rods. Blueberries! Squash! Radish! Peppers! Hops! Is it possible to hit by lightning in this game? I think so, but I'm not entirely sure. Alright, we're gonna continue using regular blueberries for the jams. We need more kegs. And we can sell the rest, I think. Where's the other egg? Where's the other egg? Oh. You know what? Oh, right. We need to bring iron. The rain sounds are nice. We need to bring iron so we can get the better pickaxe. I am so glad I remembered that. Okay. Go a little bit faster, and I guess it's probably a fishing day then if we're dropping off the pickaxe. We don't really need to fish, but we can't mine if we give them the pickaxe. Yeah, we might as well do that. I think that's probably our best option. Hold up, wait a minute. No, wait, no, I'm in the wrong one. I need to search something. Okay, walleye. That was fall and winter, right? Fall and winter. What about pufferfish? Sunny summer days, so it's raining, so no pufferfish. We could still go to the ocean at least to see if that helps. I cannot remember where the wood skip is, and I think the sandfish is in the desert. Sandfish, the desert, yeah. Wood skip, the secret woods, and the forest farm anytime. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute! The secret woods! I'll have the axe! I'll have the better axe! I can get the secret woods! Alright, let's take... Oh, they won't be open in time. I can't take that to sell, but I need to pick up a weapon to the secret woods. Or, actually no, we can just take that as our weapon to the secret woods. Duh. We can go fishing in the secret woods. Get the wood skip. Sure. I think this is a high enough level to get us into the secret woods at least. Magister Leal has been matched on Trovo. Alright, let me just shield myself. Copper X. Okay, nothing worth buying. Upgrade tools. Ah, I know this is gonna sting. Steel pickaxe. Day has been interesting for me. Very, very exhausted because of the week I've had. I wouldn't call today bad, though. Also, thanks to Blue Kitty, I found out about sleeping in the below. Warframe has drastically changed since the last time I played it. I am going to need to get into it sometime, but when I do, it will be the only game. I will be a Warframe streamer for the rest of my life because I know I had to quit playing that game in college because... No! No! I need the next upgrade. We're going to the beach. I'm sad. Yeah, I had to quit playing Warframe in college because I wasn't getting anything else done. It's one of two games well, 3 games I cannot play because I know they will overtake my life. Yeah, that song was incredible. And I looked it up. That's the only mission. That's the only time that song plays ever in the whole game. I should probably go be near my treasure chest. Yeah, I've heard some of Warframe's music, which is really good. That is the first time I heard that. An old-timey, solemn sea shanty for the corpus. Not something I ever expected, but I'm not complaining. That was really good. I've heard a couple women-led sea shanties. They're all very, very good. There aren't a lot of them. It seems like a lot of people really like that deep male, you know, traditional chanty voice, but whenever you get one like that, it's always really, really good. So, I think that one stands out even among those. Okay, so that'll be good for in the mines. I will save my deluxe bait for going to the woods. And the other ultra rare fish that I need. So, Sunny Beach, Anytime Woods, and the desert. Darn it. What shows what fish is on the line before it's... Okay. Cool, that's neat. I can't put bobbers on this fishing rod, but it's neat. Alright. Don't be throwing dinosaurs at me. Also, why are they thrown at me? What happened to them floating around the screen? Why does it throw them at me now? I need to make more I need to make more bait. There's definitely a huge difference between bait and baitless. Ooh, more jelly. You buy a new rod whenever you reach a higher level. I probably could. I'm probably able to buy a better rod right now, but I'm attempting to conserve my money for fall. Yeah, but money. Cranberries are going to be our money makers. Cranberries are going to be ridiculously expensive. Oh, thank you for the lemon blue kitty. With any luck, this will get us a bit of that financial boost. This and what we just sold, of course. I'm the only person on Earth that never heard of Stardew Valley until a month ago. I hate to say it, but probably. This game is incredibly popular. It's been such a big deal because it's just a one-person job through this. I think there might be a couple people that help now, but when it came out, it was one person that made a game in the vein of Harvest Moon that just knocked all the other farming games out. The modern farming games are basically knockoffs of this now, and Stardew Valley has really held on to its lead as, well, the premier Stardew farming game. Now, instead of being like Harvest Moon, the games are like Stardew Valley. And he's working on a new game, The Haunted Chocolatier, which is basically Haunted Willy Wonka. Yeah. Palia is probably more of a Harvest Moon knockoff than a Stardew Valley knockoff, but Stardew Valley is so big now in terms of reputation that it's going to get compared to Stardew Valley more than Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon sort of made the genre. Stardew Valley made it popular, I guess is the way to put it. And to be fair, compared to the Harvest Moon games I've either played or watched, even the ones that I considered fun, Stardew Valley is leagues ahead of them in terms of overall quality and entertainment value. Not much. Yeah. Willy Wonka is kind of evil and dark. In many ways, it is. Did some interesting things to those kids. And yeah, Harvest Moon was very much like the core farming side of Stardew Valley. It had some community stuff. It also had the mines. But it was mostly... Oh, I didn't realize what time it was. But it was mostly about... The mines were really there for you in the winter than they were a whole quest line in themselves. They were just a way for you to make money in the winter. But yeah, you had crops and farms, some community stuff, and that was most... That, for a long time, that was most of you know what? I'm sure I'm good on necessary fish. I'm just selling all these. No, that's not what I want. I'm probably good on that too. Ooh, we have the ale. Okay, cool. So we can give that to Pam tomorrow. Cat, no! Cat, no! But yeah, the best way to describe the Harvest Moon games, unless they've drastically changed recently, which I wouldn't know, is they were the core part of Stardew Valley, but without near as much depth. You know, maybe after this 100 days in Stardew Valley, I'll see what Harvest Moons I have, and maybe we could play one for a little bit as a comparison, just so you can see some of the differences. Alright, what did I actually get? +1 fishing wire proficiency, yay. Bait maker, very yay. Spinner, trap bobber, ooh, and now I can just craft sonar bombers. Bombers? Bombers! Oh no, sonar bombers! Ah, we're fishing with dynamite, boys! Wow, that almost made up for what I spent on the pickaxe. Couple more days like that, and I can actually afford to upgrade the axe sooner than later. Dynamite is out of his game. That is the first thing. They have cherry bombs! Up to. They have... This game has explosives and explosive ammo. You just can't fish with them. I just realized the VR game I play is a complete ripoff of Stardew Valley. What's the game? Clear and sunny. Spirits are neutral today. Berries! Harvest VR, yeah. It's probably it probably markets itself as a well, like I said, technically Stardew. All right. So the background for Stardew Valley, as I understand it, is that the original creator legitimately looked at the Harvest Moon games, which were dropping off pretty significantly, and said, I want to play a good Harvest Moon game. And since the creators aren't going to make one themselves, I'm just going to do it instead. Which I can respect, you know? There's a lot of complaining about video games. I know, I do much of it. Having it in you to just say, alright, I'll do it, is something I can respect. I'm gonna make the game I want to play. Exactly! And I can really respect that mentality. Alright, we got some trees we're gonna have to do some cutting down with our brand new axe! There we go. Now I can do this. I remember that the silo was getting pretty full. So I need some hay for one of these. Oh wait, no, it was the... Yep. I need 10 hay for one of these, but I also just need some hay out to make room. Technically, you're supposed to make more silos, or you could just periodically empty the fodder hopper and put it into a box like this. Of course, more squash seeds. Why wouldn't there be more squash seeds? They grow in 3 days, I might as well plant them. Ooh, now I can do stuff like this. But yeah, I'll look into Harvest VR as well. But yeah, while Harvest Moon really set the original standard for these kinds of farming games, Stardew Valley is really what took it to the next level and made it what it is today. That's what you're supposed to do. Then there's my cheat. Yep. Like I said, I think I have a couple a couple Harvest Moon games. So, I mean, I might as well. You know, we'll do our first 100 days here. And then I might turn around and do some Harvest Moon just for comparison. It's not going to be the newest ones. Unless someone sends me it, which I'm not asking for. I'm just saying. Because I'm not buying a new one. I'm going to use what I have. Okay, I can't get the big logs, but we really should get the stumps while we can. It's a neutral day. I guess I'm not really in a hurry to be other places. And we need the hardwood. For so many things. Get out of the middle of my field. Trees do not belong in the middle of my field. Like what? What? Oh, you mean what do we need the hardwood for? Alright, the two immediate things that we need the hardwood for are for the community center and for a stable to get a horse so we can move faster. There's a couple other things construction-wise that you need hardwood for afterwards, but those are the big priorities. And I think collectively you need like 160 hardwood for those two things. I am doing okay. I think. I do not have the energy to go all the way hunting there. I need to get stuff. Hi-ho, silverware! If anyone remembers what that's even from. I need to clear this out again. Alright, gonna sell the... Well, let's take that to Pam, since we're low on energy. Then we'll see what we're doing next. Farm fresh wheat. What does Willie want wheat for? I don't know if I'm gonna bother with that. We'll see. No Pam. She's probably in Jojo Mart. Pretty sure it's Pam. Yep, there's Pam. Real nice and hoppy. Notes of citrus and pine, but with robust body to keep it grounded. Thanks, kid. That means a lot to me. I knew I could count on you. How can you have fish and crackers without wheat? Okay. 350 gold. Yeah, we have almost made up what we spent in the pickaxe already. Wait a minute. Oh wait, no. I need 4 more gold. That's public drinking. That is! Yeah, I'm looking forward to Haunted Chocolatier. We are playing it when it comes out. No ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah, Pam is such a role model. I find it unlikely there's going to be a tribute to one of the more infamous scenes in that movie. I am, of course, talking about the boat. I don't know what you're thinking of. There's not a whole lot of reason to do a lot of stuff today. How much food do I have? Do I have any food? Where'd I put my food? Not in here. You don't remember the boat in the poem? Yes, I was trying to get people to think of the blueberries. Shut up. Where is... Do I not... Oh, they're probably all up in the... Right. You know what? Does no one remember the boat, though? That's kind of the other infamous scene. Though, yes, the blueberry is unquestionably the one everyone remembers and talks about, apparently. Probably with good reason. 10 to 20, 20 to 30. Right, I keep forgetting. That's the best. That's actually the best one I have. Ooh, you know what, actually? Let's take this. Since this is better than the dagger, let's take the dagger for the woods. Then I can sell the bat. Was named Cursed Candy Girl. Wait, what? But seriously, no one remembers the boat? I didn't get a notice for who threw that. Who threw that? Oh, we didn't check the... Did we? Did we check the cave? We checked the cave. Does no one remember the boat poem? I'm serious. At least say no. Oh, it's now doing faces, not just... Okay. We've also now made up a substantial chunk of... No, we're now past what we spent. The one that starts with, there's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going. There's no knowing where we're rowing, or which way the river's flowing. You guys... I might play that scene on stream. Because how can no one remember that? That scene was nuts. Steel pickaxe is ready. A little extra luck today. Haha. Annual Trout Derby has begun. Yep, here we go. New rod. Finally. Alright. I'm playing that song, that scene on stream. I also gotta quickly look up what the Trout Derby is so I know what the heck's going on. Program gathering data and correlation between soil alkalinity and crop fructose levels. Long story short, I need a fresh melon from your farm. We want to be very grateful. I'm looking this up. Alright, Trout Derby is a fishing mini festival that occurs on the 20th and 21st of summer. The festival begins at 6:10 a.m. and ends at 2 a.m. on both days. The festival takes place in Cindersap Forest by the river near Marnie's Ranch. During the festival, players can fish in the river to catch rainbow trout, which can be caught all day long and regardless of weather. Each trout catch has 33% chance to give the player a golden tag. This chance is multiplied by the number of rainbow trout caught. It increases to 66% if 2 rainbow trout are caught at once, and to 99% if 3 are caught at once. Only 1 golden tag can be caught per catch, even if the player caught multiple rainbow trout at once. Golden tags can be exchanged for prizes at the booth. When a golden tag is obtained, if the player did not get a fishing treasure chest, it will be caught with the fish itself. Otherwise, it will be obtained with the treasure chest that appears while catching the rainbow trout. Golden tags carry over from day to day and can be saved for subsequent years. Unlike other festivals, shops and homes throughout Stardew Valley are not closed on the days of the event, and the time continues to pass during the festival. Animals also need to be fed during the event. The game will not automatically consider them to be fed. I have some melons. I have a melon I can give. I will figure it out later, though. I need to drink a coffee, take care of my stuff, and go do the fishing thing. Here's another chicken. Okay, so we're going, getting the thing, coming back here, picking our cave. You know what? Since we're only doing rainbow trout, I can do the cave on my way down. No, you're not getting grapes, Sam. Yeah, after this day, I am pulling up that video and we are playing it on stream. Thank you. Oh, pale ale quality does not change. I didn't realize that. I am going to have to just sell the good hops then and move on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I forgot the fishing stuff. Okay, we got fishing rod. You know, it might be worth getting the good bait. Using the good bait. I wish it worked that way in this game. You know what? We'll start with the regular bait. And if the rainbow trout proves to be a pain, we'll switch to the good bait. But I still mostly want to save the good bait for the hard to catch stuff. Who are you people? Fisherman, I came all the way from Grampleton for this. I think I'm a little overdressed for this event. Of course, some guy shows up wearing the same outfit as me. How embarrassing. I know it's not a competition, but still, whoever gets the most tags will have bragging rights for the rest of the year. During an event, rainbow trout, chance gold tag, find prize. Okay, you can't find out the prizes till you get the tags. Ah, this is a life. Nothing is more tranquil than a day of trout fishing. And in fact, most of the bites I'm getting are from the mosquitoes. Trout Man! When I came here, where I come from, they call me Trout Man! Part trout, part man. Trout Man! We're the famous fishing sisters. We'll fish as many fish as we want, as we wish. No, no, no. I'm thinking of a shout out that's gonna super date me. I looked it up, you leave it in the keg. The longer it is, the better the quality. Really? They changed it. I thought it was better quality ingredients. Darn it! This is gonna be super old and super obscure. Who knows the Transistor Sisters? And put it in a cask. Okay. I might have to switch to the good bait already. And back to the chug. Darn it, I heard him and thought it was me. Aha! And here come the bees. Aha! Wait, if we also get to keep the rainbow trout, this is going to be amazing for money making. More chub. So, who are the Transistor Sisters? Okay. When I was a little kid, my parents, as I started to figure out and learn about computers, and my parents figured out that I'm going to be a nerd, they bought me an old edutainment computer game that came with... Okay. For wiring, there is a type of wiring, generic wiring platform that you can plug stuff into and rearrange called a breadboard. It came with... It wasn't a true breadboard, it was like just a cardboard box breadboard that you plug stuff into. All about teaching you electronics and wiring. And all the individual pieces were each a character in the video game that went with it, the edutainment video game that went with it, that talked you through early wiring, which was mostly, here's how you build a radio that has a 50-meter range, or 50-foot range or whatever, and here's how to turn on a light bulb, here's how to make a light bulb with a switch. You know, super basic wiring things, not even computing wiring. But that was it, and it had two different kinds of transistors in it, and they were called the Transistor Sisters. And that's like one of the few things that I actually remember of the characters. And they even had a little jingle like the fishing girls and everything too. And that jingle was mostly why I remember them. Though I only really remember the opening line. Ooh! I'm doing good today. Less is yes, luck? I mean, yeah, less luck than the other day, but more. I guess because I'm part of the fishing derby. I'm almost certain I don't have the original. I highly doubt my parents have the original. I'll have to see if I can find it. I think it was on floppy disk. Which should tell you how old it was. Though I do have a component to let me run floppy disks. Have to find it and hook it up again. But I should be able to do it. Don't copy it. Old, how dare you burn. How dare you burn your own copies of stuff. If I can find that game, I'll see what I can do about showing it on stream. It might be expensive though, given how old it was, and just, you know, I can't imagine it was a popular thing. I think it was from the Carnegie Science Center. Have my first video game stream. That was an early video game, but I don't think it was my first video game. And yes, I am actually talking before Nintendo 64. These little edutainment games, I put in a different category than like game games. Last catch of the day. Because I did experience these before, let's see. Tent kit. So is this just keep trading in? I'm pretty light on space. Quality sprinkler! Warp totem farm, those are super useful. Omni geodes. I thought about doing my first MMO. Ooh, what's your first MMO? Bucket hat. Really? Nope, I like my leprechaun hat. Alright. We should have enough time to go drop and sell this stuff. And then come back. What is the tent kit? Use this to deploy a one-time use tent for sleeping. Can only be used outdoors. Ooh, you can sleep someplace. Trickster Online. I have not heard of that. I don't think I have any rainbow trout, so we can put a couple here. I'm gonna make so much money. I'll take care of the blueberries when I come back. Yeah, my early games were that, Logical Journey of the Zoombinis, Reader Rabbit, and a fourth series I cannot remember. First was RuneScape, but that was like every now and then goof off. Trickster was like the first one I super got into. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what my... I know Ocarina of Time was my first game. Grab bots. Three mystery boxes. A diamond. And a mounted trout. That is probably the most disappointing thing so far. And deluxe bait. Ness, so Super Mario and Duck Hunt, nice. Harvest VR. Everyone has that cell bin beside the house. Yep, everyone has a cell. All the farm games have a cell bin. Mega Man 2. Got a good collection of games here. Trying to think. MMO-wise, what was my first MMO? What? Oh. I don't think it was my first, but it was a super early one. Final Fantasy XI Online. It introduced me to the concept of the Red Mage, and I've never gone back. No, don't eat the blueberry. This was a really great haul. That goes in the useless cabinet. Sell those. Also useless cabinet. I will consider redecorating, but not now. Was enough to get me another fishing level, fishing rod proficiency, crafting recipe, cork bobber, and a treasure hunter. Money! Alright, I think fall's looking pretty good so far. I will think about it. Alright. Okay, I could get in the bed without waking the cat. That was nice. Alright. I'm not saying we're done with the game yet, but I am saying that we have to do things. First, I'm going to see if I can find the transistor sister thing. Nope, that's the wrong tab. Just real quick to see if I can find, while we're thinking about it. Nope. There is sisters with transistors, which is not what I'm looking for. Nope, just pulls up the actual game transistor. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to find this. I'm certainly not finding this quickly. I have no idea if I have a chance of finding this at all. I will have a look out for it. In the meantime, Willy Wonka poem. The fact that you guys do not remember this, I don't know how I feel about that. This should have stuck with you. All right, this is the Willy Wonka poem I was talking about. He's happy. Like, for real, why do I not... Yeah, why do you not remember that? No, I remember watching that on TV. The scene was definitely in the TV one. I'm trying to remember. I think there was another little bit of... I'm checking the trivia real quick. Yeah, the TV version edited out Cheer Up, Charlie. I remember the Oompa Loompa songs. Let's see. I was checking. I couldn't tell if they were told about the poem ahead of time, but I can't find I cannot find anything confirming that off of a quick look. So I could be wrong about that particular memory. I'm just checking one last place quick. The first thing many people of a certain age will mention with the topic of things that scare the crap out of you as a child is the boat ride sequence. That sounds about accurate. Um, this is the moment where the movie takes a turn. You're no longer kids on a whimsical adventure. You are now the prisoners of a madman. They were told they would be on a boat and that Gene would do something, after which they had their lines, and that's all they were told. I was right! I was right! When everything went crazy and everyone didn't seem to be able to even speak right, that's because they couldn't. Enforced method acting! I knew it! I was right. I thought I remembered reading that somewhere. And they didn't know about the monologue at all. Period. Just that he would do something. Which does mean that the grown-ups being protective of the kids was also genuine. They just instinctively grabbed the kids to try to protect them from whatever was happening. That's kind of that's really heartwarming, actually. What am I missing on chat as I read this? Ever eating and just can't swallow it? Well, gee, that sounds like a certain other scene that was referenced. Can I go? Yeah, I thought I remembered reading something about that, but I couldn't be sure, and I wanted to confirm before I said. This seems like a decent place to take a quick stop. The question is, what are we coming back to? Stardew Valley, Dredge, Tribal Hunter, or are we doing My Friendly Neighborhood for 2 days in a row? Because we are doing My Friendly Neighborhood on Sunday. What do we think? I'm going to put the game back on so we have some music in the background. Well, Tribal Hunter sounds cool. So that's what, one for Dredge and one for Tribal Hunter? And no one else is voting. Blue should get 2 votes, they get 11. Well, Blue Kitty did say fishing. So to do that, then that is 2 boats for Dredge, 1 boat for Travel Hunter. I'm gonna go. I will be back. Played Slime Rancher 2 update, came out in February. Yes! We did that when it came out. Alright, I am gonna take a short break. You guys can decide, again, Travel Hunter, Stardew Valley, Dredge, or double night of My Friendly Neighborhood. I will be back. I'm gonna continue to let the Stardew Valley music play so you have some background music. Well, I had hoped for a little more discussion while I was away, but eh. If we are giving Blue extra votes for lemons, which I guess is fair, I guess we're going to Dredge. Unless anyone has any last minute comments. I'm gonna have to do some changes in order to get this stuff going. Ta-da, Dredge. It's only fair, because lemons are actual money in my pocket. Let me do the quick repost thing and double check to see that stuff is actually going, which it does appear to be. Why are you not linking my videos? Stop that. All right, I'm gonna have to take a sec in order to get this linked to the stream, because I had not preemptively started and connected. And gives me another one. Okay. Thank you for another lemon, Blue Kitty. Blue Kitty now has 3 votes. Save feature, do not turn off the game. Yeah. No. Hold up. Don't be... What is with... Okay, thank you. For a second, I thought this was going to be another game that is like, we're just going to start the game immediately rather than give you any chance at settings control at all. Okay, just checking for other settings. Pause on background. Quality's high. Okay, now we just add it. Dredge. And then get it down below all my other layers. I need to try to clean that up. Oh, wait, nope. That is in the wrong one. That's part of the problem. Be good to actually put it in the correct window. When you go to spells, you can use mana to cast spells without having to buy elixir. There we go. On Trovo, mana builds up as you watch streams, and then as part of the site's gamified setup, you can use it to cast spells. You either use mana, which is free, or you use elixir, which you have to buy like lemons or bits, but elixirs also pay the person that you're casting spells at. Anyways. Dredge. The Pale Reach. Dredging the Depths. I have not played this before, so new game. Angler wanted. You are a fisherman. You are going to fish. The game hasn't even started. I've wrecked the boat. The morning light fills your eyes and try to sit upright. You're lying on a cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Kind of artsy with the style too. Yeah, this is kind of neat. Welcome to Greater Mara. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. So you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Oh well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish, see if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time, it can really creep up on you. Move forward with W, use S to reverse, turn with A and D. Mouse. Ah, time only moves when you are moving. Fishing spot, look for flashes and press F to start fishing. Ooh. Now you owe the Codfather money. This is a bad start. No! Don't call him the Godfather. Don't call him the Godfather. Can I... Oh. No, don't! Aha! It uses the same Resident Evil inventory. Floating buoy. It serves to mark safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light also provides a brief respite from the gloom of the night. I don't have the right equipment for the spots. Actual cod. Your Godfather will be pleased. Catch fish for the day. Okay. Hey, got it! Encyclopedia. Why'd the game freeze? There we go. Blue mackerel, 5 caught, practically worthless, but enough to stave off hunger. Goody. Cod, plentiful and basic. What was that? Ooh! Come on! Hmm. Do you have any more mackerels? Or not mackerels, cod. Well, I guess we can get the squid over here. For the, like, one that we can get. This is like fishing Stardew Valley mixed with Mafia Wars and Tetris. Exposure to fog and other things increases your panic. Bright lights put it at bay. Step on the dock to Greater Morrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is paid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you'll need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt and, in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understood? Where do I sell the fish? A local fishmonger will appraise and purchase what you catch. He's open all hours. Oh, Mayor. So you like the greedy factor? Yep. Off you go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. Enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns on the islands might pay you different, but while you've still got a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first. So let's see what you've got. Sell all fish for $149.23. Sure. Minus $22.38 because of debt. Okay. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger's store. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? Research part. A curious-looking component could be used to develop new equipment, but would need some investigation at a dock first. One last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. How do we check our debts? Well, it says right here, $27.62. He only charged us $50 for the boat. As you walk into the yard, you see a shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. It must be the new fisherman. Okay, complete the introduction quest. Must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is upfront, and everything takes time to install. Also, if you take on any damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up, mostly. $50 for the boat. What is wrong with it? She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. I do not have enough money for the weighted line, which catches shallow. Strengthened lines can catch larger and deeper fish. I currently can catch coastal. That will also catch shallow. It is $75. Lightweight rod suited to catching fish that live in the shallows. A small spool makes for limited reeling speed, however. Since I'm so close to the weighted line, I might as well just wait. Ooh, engines. Make me faster. Before I buy anything, though, I think... Ooh, more lights. Makes a decent effort at shining through the gloom. Oh my gosh. Better than a candle, just. Okay, cool. Research. Catches abyssal and hadal. Abyssal, hadal, oceanic. Coastal, shallow, oceanic. Mangrove, coastal. Coastal, shallow, mangrove, volcanic. Volcanic and shallow. Okay. No idea. I think I'm gonna save for whatever this is. Because it's all the way over here and it's small while all these take up multiple spaces. And it's expensive, which seems to imply it's probably pretty good. Oh wait, do I have to... Oh, I think I need to research. I think I need to research this first. Fission propeller design makes this a reasonable engine for those on a budget. Improved outboard engine. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to buy this one first. I'm still gonna wait. Squid! Coastal rises from the depths at night to feed or be fed upon. Oh, you're just gonna complain that I haven't researched anything, aren't you? Well, I don't think I can even fit that on my boat anyways. Oh, but I need these. Flexible fishing rod pole. Hybrid design allows for a more flexible fishing style. It's that boat they made out of Flex Seal. Probably. Also, hi, welcome, Rippy. Mechanically assisted reels allow the catching of significantly larger species. Okay, we know that we can buy coastal, shallow, and oceanic. You know what? Yeah, if I skip buying these and I save my part in order to get this, then I have one rod that does both. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. You want to get significantly larger species? I do, but I also want to be efficient with how I do so. Christ, like bigger rod, get Kraken who eats your boat. Probably. Wait a minute. Okay, there's cod there I can fish. And there's something I don't know what it is. Oh wait, no, that's shallow. I can't do that. But I can get the cod. My god, it's full of fish. Oh, this is gonna be a punny game, isn't it? I am once again gonna get like one squid out of all this. I've had a special order come through from a customer. If I fill it, I'll pay you above normal prices. Tell me about this order. You asked for 1 golf flounder and 1 great eel. Just bring them in when you have them. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water in order to catch those. The shipwright should be able to sort that for you. Some fish prefer deeper water, while others stick to the shallows. If you're looking for something specific, it's important to know what depth you're working with. $155, 87 cents. $132.49 thanks to the debt payoff. I am really close. I'm already just $4.24 away from paying off the boat. So they do not make it an extended process, I guess. I still need 2 in order to do something, unless I get the boat. But I really want to do that so I can do both with 1 rod. A hunched woman approaches you from the steps of the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension. Why are you here? I've come to fish. I've come to see the area. I've come to meet people. I've come to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. God, deep water, flounder or shallow, up to tidal pole. Ooh, mare. Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east towards Little Morrow? Would you give this package to the dock worker there, please? Okay. May I hand you a small damp package bound in string? It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. I'm assuming this is Little Marrow. Do you have a map? The Marrows, yeah, this is... Oh, it might be this dot down here. Oh, but I have an X here. Hold on, what are you? What are you? I'm just going to immediately not do the quest I said I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is Little Mara over here. It is shiny and thus more important than the quest. What? A delivery? Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose. $25! I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use out of it. Pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of the pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be. Thank you. Trader. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques. The shelves full of jewelry and other baubles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. Hello? Is that? No. I don't believe you've met. Forgive me. My eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialize in antiques and jewelry. Purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? You can have my fishing rod. Things should not be... You should not reef like ever. Kevin. Sustainable fishing on shelf, 0% complete. Read to unlock. Reading. Okay. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon, and our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of Greater Morrow. I love the rocks here, the layers, the colors are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night, Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the... Oh, no. But I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. You don't keep... If you must rename a boat, you don't keep the old stuff. Ooh! Excellent. Storage locker carries over. No, no. No. I am gonna need to be able to fish someplace else sooner or later. Okay. Mackerel. Mackerel. Okay, I'm stuck with going after those two mackerels, I think. Oh wait, no, there's cod over there. Alright, back to the mackerel. I really need that other piece. I thought I'd get it fairly quickly in the order of things. Uh-oh. Not a lot of money here. I think we gotta go for those mackerel over there in order to try to fill our boat. That looks like the eels. I don't want to wander too far away just yet with a boat as slow as this. I might have to go for the engine. Not the research, but the buy. Uh-oh. Nope. Ah, squid. We're just gonna go for the squid. I did it! I was hoping I'd get to fill my cargo again. Don't overcommit yourself, especially with that sun starts going down. Better to come back with a small catch than to not come back at all. That's exactly what I ended up doing. Ooh, $21 instead of $19. That is not as much as I hoped for. Mayor is walking quickly towards you. Seems to be in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news. Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Morrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. You keep telling yourself that. In fact, I've granted a consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve fishmonger's services. He might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior halls. We need a decent stock of hard materials for those projects. Lumber, metal scraps, that sort of thing. How do I get the materials? There's plenty of decent materials around the coast from various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure we'll find a way to get at them. Materials assigned towards upgrades will be stored, so don't worry if you only have half of what we need. Select an upgrade project to begin working at. Chosen, we crashed. No, well, we were on our way to be the fisherman here. So we did choose, and then we crashed. Yay, some additional space to spend money you don't have. Yep, modifies 2 cargo spaces to also hold engines. Modifies 1 cargo space to also hold lights. Modifies 4 rod spaces to also hold nets. Modifies 2 cargo spaces to also hold rods. Well, the nets are new. Lumber, bolts of cloth. Okay, I don't need to commit. I just need to find the materials. Got you. Scrap, lumber. Metal scraps, cloth, lumber. Metal scraps, lumber. Lots of shipwrecks. MC too dense to be concerned despite having wrecked once already. Yeah. I'm still not gonna buy these since I want the rod. I have $383. I could get an engine for now. Basically spend the earnings I just made on this last trip. I currently do 14 knots with the peculiar engine. Someone turned this engine in an unfamiliar way. Whatever they did seems to have given it more power than normal. Okay. So this is 14 knots. I can upgrade that to 24. And this is still whining at me to spend my research points. Hold up, wait a minute. I just thought of something. I haven't spent my first research point. Am I not going to get any more until I buy something with it? No, alright. I'll get the oceanic rod then. Since that's, that's coastal and shallow and this is oceanic, we're just gonna skip shallow for now. Go to oceanic, since I still want that to cover the two. Alright, and then I need to buy it. For $410, we'll be back later. If my luck keeps going the same way, I'm not in that bad a shape. I say and then immediately run out of fish. This boat is significantly faster now. That was worth spending on the engine. Shapes in the deep. No, we're here. We're getting this. Then we'll go for it. Okay, got another one. And I can't do anything with those. Cod. which I'm not going to have a lot of space for. Completed sustainable fishing. Okay, achievement, have a full cargo hold. Ooh, and now I have all these boxes on my back. Sweet. Nice little touch. Alright, get there again. Ah! You sent the boat back to debt with you. Yeah, apparently. I found this book out back. Could be useful to you. Fishmonger reaches on the counter and hands you a damp, battered book. A few shimmering fish scales have stuck to the cover. Bought $151. You get it? Hello? Also, hi. Rods, reels, and rigs. Sustain 10% chance to not reduce fish stocks when catching a fish with a rod. Messages. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows of the back of Greater Morrow. Rocks seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around. A few items fell overboard into the water. We do not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He has been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He is paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I've never known him to be so superstitious. You did not... You kept something that you shouldn't have. Well, hold on. Ooh, I can't afford it. Well, more the trail of bubbles following you to harbor is bad for you. I didn't see any trail of bubbles. There, now we can do oceanic. Right now, I'm going to focus mostly on... Shush. The boat is very tiny. Let's see what this new thing is. Bronze whaler. Oh, okay. That's an interesting shape. Well, it's Tetris time. Or maybe it's the only thing here. Never mind. Okay, there's blue mackerels. There's another bronze whaler in the other direction. I guess we have to go in the other direction. Let's get the blue whaler first. Or the bronze whaler, excuse me. Since that takes up so much space and we have to Tetris it. Bloodskin shark? Tendons and sinews stretch over the fins of this bloodied predator. Powerful jaws are clad in exposed muscle. You best be believing in Tetris, lad, because you're in it. I can... Okay. I can fit 2 blue mackerels or a blue mackerel and a cod. And I'm pretty sure there aren't any nearby cods, so blue mackerels it is. If you didn't watch the preview, you now know what sort of game this be. What is it today? They hand the grotesque fish, the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach. A small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach, he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Sold bloodskin shark for $205. Handkerchief added to inventory. Well, I've never seen that before in all my days. I'll give you this thing, and I'll pay you for the fish too, of course. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. So I got $6, and I'm getting another $206 for everything else combined. A once beautiful handkerchief drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish, patterned with delicate crimson thread. A man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. Wait, they are corrupted? Apparently. I know what you took to the fishmonger. And I'll be clear. I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. We brought fish to the fishmonger, yes. Okay, so that's where we're going, okay. Yep, tendons of... Yep, that's the thing we found. Bronze whaler. Beautifully colorful, but deadly predator. Oh, it is pretty late. He is over there. That need not to be a foreboding statement. The rest maybe, but save your boating for actual menace. There are blue mackerel over there I can catch. Storage workshop? Workshop looks as though it hasn't been used in decades. It's locked. Okay, cool. Ruined mansion. A man is standing in the doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons. So, time to go visit a crazy guy in his own private dilapidated home. You came. Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things, art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curios that occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. You gave the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable, even after all this time. This handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. You outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks in dark depths. Find me these lost relics, and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? Well, I need dredging equipment anyways. An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. Relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, a music box, and key. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences. Anything that might be worth investigating. And return when you have something. And it is now late, and I have a sleep button, as terrifying as it is to sleep here. Okay, that didn't take up my cargo. I actually really appreciate that. Beyond your imagining, first relic effect, you lose your imagination entirely. Son of it! Yeah. I appreciate that the equipment did not use up even more of my precious cargo space. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Yeah, well, D-Live says a lot of things. D-Live's tags don't work really well, and it won't let me change things unless I pick one, so I get stuck just grabbing something. Great, now I gotta pay for repairs. Yes, I did hull damage. It's the red spot. Okay, that's different. But neat. You know what? Let's just get back and get a repair in. Fisherman, have you run into a photographer on your travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. I suggest that she take some pictures of the town for promotional purposes, but she didn't seem too interested. She mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. Okay. What is it? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of Greater Morrow where the current carries the wreckage from the sea. Some nights you could see an unnatural glow rising from the patch of dark water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. Who lives on Blackstone Island? I see a lot from up here, you know. I saw that ill-fated boat return. I chose to look the other way. I watched an unnatural glow flicker through those windows. Whatever you've got planned, I hope you know what you're doing out there. Ever heard of any strange things happening? I see plenty of strange things from atop the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. He holds a lantern up so that it shines brightly onto your face. Are you really standing here in front of me? Or is this just another of the fog's tricks? Builder. You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? It's peaceful, it's difficult, I don't want to talk about it. So far, it's been pretty peaceful. Got to be damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while. Maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake. Don't you think? You should always keep moving forward. Moving along. Not so bad here. She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move. I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about. Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'd be welcome to visit, too. Just stack it up at Steel Point when you have something. I'll pay you when the job's done. Okay? Money! Alright, fix me. Boat's looking a little banged up. I can repair that here if you like. $30 for the repair. I don't know. Do I want to do the light? I hope you know what you're doing. Zai has no idea what's going on here. I'm gonna buy the light. Keep forgetting I have to hold. Alright, let's get the cod while we're here. We're mostly looking for dredge stuff, I think. With a little extra money. Wow, a little extra money. No, Zai, this is the Z, but a light is probably has a use before too long. Back to, sunken London. Sunken sea. Okay. We go home now. I think it's just another boat. Sell my whole $16 worth of fish. Gold always holds its value. That it does. Why do you think the government tried to take it from everyone? Oh, that. Ah, yes. Okay. Okay. Let's go around that way to start, because that was dredge things. Clearly another fishing boat, Rippy. Get your eyes checked. I really need those pieces so that I can research the better rod. Okay, I'm actually not gonna fish yet. I'm just gonna focus on dredging. They say that, but there are weirder things in these waters. Yeah, sorry about your glasses. That sucks. Ooh! Speaking of parts, cool! So this is how you get more. I'm definitely doing a lot of dredging then. No! Hello, welcome. Okay, now I just need one more piece. We're dredging tonight, boys. Well, you're different. Ooh, okay. You are different. The Dredge Pirate Roberts. Okay, so that's the only thing of that. Oh, that's blocked off. Okay. I need more stuff to dredge. Yeah, let's just circle around the island rather than go chasing all the fish. I'm mostly focusing on dredging for the moment. The stone hums quietly, sending ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon the surface, vanishing before your eyes can focus on them. Place hand on stone. The cold stone does not respond to your touch. Okay? Very thing. All that's left of this boat is an old husk. You pull a little closer. Look inside. Ooh! 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 Yes! Yes, yes, yes! That's exactly what I wanted. Ha ha! Oh, that's different. The lighthouse towers above, waves crashing endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, human or otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. To ponder the intrinsic power of this structure, a vast column of stone, shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruin, its purpose exhausted? The lighthouse towers above. Well, that's neat and different. Get a little bit of money on our way home. We clearly do not have blood on our hands. I fix it. Oh, whoever's honking at me. I'm sorry. Something tell me foreign game that thing gonna break down. Probably. Okay, first let's get some more money. Research. About time. Next is gonna focus on engines, I think. Because this now gets us a lot of... This takes care of our local varieties, these two. Oh wait, no, hold on. Other way. So, shipwright, if you're wanting to get a bit more out of those engines, take a look through this book on the house. Ooh, correct engine operation. Pulls a book from a toolbox nearby and hands it to you. A few of the pages are stuck together with grease. Ah, $460. No! $37, so we will get some money back, but not enough. Alright, now we gotta go back to getting money. Dry dock. Remember, you don't have to have all the materials at once. You can store whatever you have right here at the dry dock. The net spaces continues to be what is... Oh. Okay, so I'd have to give up the oceanic rod after all that. But I could do that now. Well, let's at least do the research. Oh. But that costs money. We're just gonna save the stuff then. How about that? Everything else takes this scrap. So if we do nets... Probably gonna do rod as well. I know it is because it's important, but the key is bigger than a plank of wood. It is. Game very money demanding. It is. All right, let's do that for now. Oh, right. 10% chance to not reduce fishing stocks. Rods will reel fishing 10% more effectively. Cool. So we can do trinket dealer things and collector things, I think. Let's worry about that and see what money we get before we do fishing. We can do fishing on the way back. I think that's going to be the best use of our day here. Oh, there's a... Okay, grieving father? Hello, is everything okay? You know of any shipwrecks around here? Well, yes, you see, my only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there somewhere, in one of those wrecks, all alone in the cold, dark water. Oh, here we go. The man is clearly trying his hardest to remain composed, but tremors of grief rack his body. I was wondering, I noticed you have some dredging equipment installed on your vessel. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I think he'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. He wore a bronze belt buckle, especially engraved. You recognize it anywhere. If there's a chance you could find it, it'd be in your deck. Anything else I can help you with? Strange occurrences. I don't get out a lot anymore, so I don't see much of what goes on. But I do remember the old mayor in his final days. What an awful sight it was. Screaming and throwing things into the sea. Throw it back, he would cry over and over, begging anyone who would listen. Howling it to the wind. These days, I almost feel like I understand. Anything else I can help you with? Better go. Trader! Okay, we're not selling the key. $25, $15, and $7. Not bad. Painter. Ah, the fisherman. I had thought you might stop by. Welcome to my humble studio. If you're wanting to experiment with some decorations, yes, I am the person to talk to. What sort of decorations? I can attach flags and bunting to add some style to your boat. Design here already that you might like. If you find any others on your travels, bring them back to me and I can rig them up for you. Customization! I want you to bring me a corpse. Yeah! Of course, I can also add special color to your haul. Sorry to say that my selection of pigments is limited at the moment, though. Can I help you find more pigments? He thinks for a short while. The other day, down by the shoreline, I saw a strange crab with some strikingly vibrant coloration. My knees aren't suited to clambering over rocks and chasing crustaceans, you see, but if you caught such a creature, clear scraps of cloth and paper from his workbench, wearing a large pestle and mortar. The right binding agent, we can grind them together for a new mixture. He turns back to you, a cunning plan formed in his mind. Fisherman, bring me some of those strange crabs. We'll turn your vessel into a work of art. But for now, what can I help you with today? Don't seem to have any new flags with you. Come back when you find some. Okay. Roof. Ooh, sharp mint. Oh. Huh. Yeah. Sure. I'm not going to worry about paint. I'm just going to do these because I can. Paint's all red. Likely to be eaten by Kraken increase 205 probably. Okay. Now let's try to not run into the rocks this time. Oh, right. I'll worry about those later. Okay, he needs me to have the relic with me, I guess? You enter the collector's house and stand at the back of the room, still holding the silver and crimson book. He seems impatient. Well, you have something, don't you? Show me. You hand him the key. The cold metal shimmers a strange shine as he holds it. The shape of the key, the teeth, the head. Now something has changed. Now somehow seem changed, smaller. Has it always been this way? Is this all? Where's the lock? Collector grows agitated. Seems the pieces we're looking for have traveled further than I anticipated. Much further, I suspect. In that case, allow me to aid your travels. Turns a few pages of the book and mutters something low under his breath. A burst of light fills your vision and you stagger back briefly. Now go, we have more relics to uncover. Otherworldly speed. At a price. My intuition tells me that the current may have carried some debris to the southeast, towards Gale Cliffs. Make that your priority. Mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? Words from your book, what did they do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extended its powers towards you. Is there one in particular you wish to know more about? The words of haste are instant and cruel. You impart a terrible speed to your vessel. Be warned, however, it may put a great deal of stress on your engines. Are there other powers you wish to know more about? Yes, I'd like to know what the powers are. This is a place we should not enter, probably. How long have you lived here? Quite some time. I used to be a fisherman, as was my father before, but 2 decades ago I took a residence here. I needed to focus on other endeavors. I found this island has a certain strength to it. Those dark basalt columns stretching downwards into the deep. You know who this guy looks like? He looks like a young version of the Darkest Dungeon ancestor. This guy looks like the ancestor from Darkest Dungeon. Has anyone seen Gravity Falls? The book gives me Gravity Fall vibes. Anything else? Do you know who owned these relics? Yes. Who? He looks at you for a moment. A look of something like regret flashes in his eyes. An old friend. Anything else? Where should I look for relics? Alright, that's the same thing. Okay. Haste adds speed to your engines but increases panic and engine heat. Select it with E and use it by holding right click. Alright, now I need money. Well, that is an interesting effect. Tetris Shark time. A lot of dredging stuff. Blue Whaler. I don't want to go that far just yet, so we're just going to go for the cod. That was miserable. I would like to be able to get the little bit better equipment before we start wandering off places. That cod is probably the farthest I'm gonna go, only because I have this. Which certainly has interesting effects. The fire shooting out stack seems like a bad thing. It does a bit, doesn't it? Seriously? I think I'm just gonna sell the damaged engine and use my money to buy the better one. The lighthouse keeper emerges from a dark forest that flanks the town. She walks toward the dock with a confused look on her face. Oh, it's you. You were expecting. Your engine, it sounds like... I'm sorry, I mistook it for the vessel of an old friend. Dejected, she turns and walks back towards the lighthouse. Okay. Hope the seagulls didn't get to your catch, those blasted pests. Oh, good. $252! Haha! Lots of money. Alright, see you soon. I am now at $640. I think I can buy some stuff. Alright, shipwright. Want a variety of tackle to catch a fish out there? Make sure you're prepared for whatever you come across. I could still sell that for 50 bucks. $30 to repair, $100 to replace. Where's the good engine? Oh, right. I didn't research the good engine yet because I'm stupid. So I want to sell that rod and get the good rod. Install equipment in every slot in your ship. I will repair. Give me a sec. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, sure. It's only 30 bucks at least. You know what? Let's go for the net. Basic trawl net, and how much are you gonna cost? 250 bucks. This simple dine will passively catch basic fish when deployed. Wise investment for those that want to explore the oceans. Honestly, after everything, that might not be a bad idea for the replacement. So that's our next priority. Oh, I could just sell the hydraulic rod and get it immediately. Passively catches fish over time when deployed. Okay. Alright. I need money and I need the dredge. Then the net should help with the money. So I'm mostly gonna go look for dredging things. Okay, there's the troll nets. Even though I can now fish shallows, I want dredging for that better engine part. Let's go around this island this time. Doing okay, I think. Still. So yeah, I think the haste definitely needs to... Oh, killer whales! Cool. For a second I thought those were like monsters. Dredge! Sorry? What you sorry for? What are you? Oh, there's lots of dredge here. Bronze belt buckle. Okay. What are you sorry for? Also, hi, April. Welcome. Ooh. I'll take some money. Up to... Yeah. Where's that last bit? No! Uh-oh. Nearest dock is Lesser Morrow, so we're just going there. Oh, good. Invisible rocks. My favorite. about that belt buckle. Explain that you found a belt buckle, but it's currently in your storage. Please. Okay. I didn't know if it'd let me from the storage. Give the belt buckle to the man. This is his. Oh, thank you. Bless you. Return him to me. Please take this. Not any money to pay you, but this might hold some... Yes! It does. Anything else I can help you with? Aha! Okay, that it does 15.8 knots, so that is our new priority for purchasing. High quality components and excellent craftsmanship, a reliable engine trusted by seafarers. Plus 26.3 knots. Twin prop engine, engine outfitted with a dual propeller system, increasing speed. 36.8 knots. See, but this is the only little square to fit in like there. 9.5 knots, a relatively new design. This unit propels water through the system more efficiently than outboard propeller setups. So, okay. Not very fast, but I can fit 4 of them for the in my whole engine boat, whatever. So this gives me 36.8 knots, and that's all that fits. This gives me 31.6 knots if I use 2 of them. That's the 26, and then you can add the 9. So 35.8 knots. But if we do 4 of these, it's 38 knots. Making it the most expensive, but also the fastest engine. So we're going to fish our way back. Okay, Gulf Flounder. Which is, we need one of these anyways. Oh, crap. I wasn't paying attention. Well, I guess we get to just keep the trophy one and toss it. All right, that's our space. Unless we go for something. We could fit a couple of these. Literally just a couple of those. Now, how much does our new engine cost? Alright, and then we still need to do the eels. pathetic, cowardly, bottom-dwelling fish. Jeez! $6 for, I think, this. Plus another $50-ish, $55. Not a lot of money. Actually, before we do that, we're... Okay. Starting to think the engines, well, no, the engines are going to cost us a lot as it is. Before I start buying these. Let's see how much the new better engine costs. And there's only one available. Goody. Ah! Well, I can't fit those. 200. And that'll get me 50. So, oh, I can just get it. If I sell that, I can get it. I'm back to broke. But... and now I can't afford repairs. But I think I'm good for now. Where's the deals? Okay. No, I thought I had it. So this will complete the special order, which should get me more money. If I do that, I can get one flounder. Unless they're gone. I think they're gone. Yep, they're gone. Okay, I'm just going back to shore. $56. A couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night, and well, you know what nights are like here. Good luck. Alright, plus another $78 for that. Do the repair. Yeah, the net, I think, is paying off better than the oceanic line for now. Now, I know I gotta get squids, but for the moment I just kind of want to focus on putting my get dredging equipment to good use. Ooh, and getting new fish. Oh, good. The Tetris is strong with this one. Seriously? Never mind, I guess that's all. I guess that's it. We'll just get a couple basic fish, I guess. Okay. I probably could have left the stingrays in storage at the other place. Yeah, let's do that, actually. That is not a bad plan. Since storage carries... I can do that. Oh, thank you for the lemon, Rippy. And continue on my way. I could get cod. Let's do some dredging. I probably could have emptied the net. Oops. There we go. And we're just going home. Yep. Okay. Oh, thank you for the lemon as well, Blue Kitty. Ooh, $38. $60. 16. 20. Money! I actually have money again. Can I? Okay, I can. It's a small improvement. And oh, I always get to keep this. I cannot sell it though. So that'll take most of my cash. But a little bit of an engine improvement is a little bit of an engine improvement. And it'll be a while before I can get the tiny ones. So I guess I might as well. Why are you sparkling? Excuse me? Many-eyed mackerel. Gill plates dotted with eyeballs. Superfluous, but scanning frantically. All eyes see right through you. Goody. Superfluous. Riddled flounder. Species data added to. Baggy skin perforated with countless cavities. A singular shapeless mass spreads underneath. Pleasant. Careless harvesting, deplete a total of 25 fishing pots. Okay. I don't think... I think that's all I can fit. Is there a way I can Tetris this to fit one more? No, I don't think this is going to work. Oh no, there we go. You know, playing Tetris has taught me a valuable life lesson. If you try to fit it, you'll disappear. What? Well, it's taught you that lesson. It has taught me how to arrange fish, apparently. Yeah, that is actually pretty deep when you think about it. I wonder who all gets the Tetris reference. I am the man who arranges the blocks. I need dredge, not fish. I should have... I keep forgetting to empty the net. I don't think I'm gonna find dredge. I might as well start grabbing fish. Yes, we need this. Brood squid, species data added to encyclopedia. Tentacles sprout from a glowing core inside a gelatinous sac. Other cores lay dormant alongside. Goody. Oh, good. Have you brought any fish for that order? Yes. Leave it whatever you have here. Order in ice until it's ready to go. Alright. So I need to find the grouper somehow. I have the rod for it at least. $155 for that, and the net, and storage, $44, 33. Yeah, the creepy fish sell for really good money. Repair. The light's the only one not complete. $100 and $95. How much money do I have? 347. So I can get both those upgrades and use them whenever. Not that I can do much with the engine one right now. What are you missing? Let's do the light one instead. $50. Plus 750, 750, 15, and 18. But I don't have the money for it. That will get me the money for it. And there's no point in doing those because I don't need to go for Oceanic right now. But it's nice to be able to have both. And with that, I think that's going to settle it for the night, looking at the time. We need to set up our raid on Twitch. Save and quit. We need to set up our raid on Twitch. And get things going. Because I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we can raid there. Looking at the different places I could raid. So, also, while I get this set up, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Reminder, we are doing BioShock and My Friendly Neighborhood on Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Who do we have? Oh, he said he'd be on! We cannot in fact raid Jazz, who said he would be on, but isn't. Who's playing Dredge? Is there anyone playing Dredge that we can raid? Category Dredge. I am in the category. This makes me happy. Who's doing what? You look like a VTuber. I am a little unsure about raiding this guy. You know what? I'm always like, oh no, but should I raid big streamers? We're just gonna do it this time. We're gonna raid Bro Sheep. I think that's what we're gonna do. Just take a risk and raid Bo Sheep. So let me get this set up. Did I get that right? I'm always worried about typing it wrong and just ruining everything. Okay. Believe we're set. I don't have any more announcements. So I thank you all for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed the stream. I will see you on Sunday, and keep an eye out at random for when I do the video reaction streams on Discord. And I will see you next time, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Be safe. See you later.